If you stand on the runway long enough, you can still hear them. The engine cough, the metal shuddering, and the breath a young man takes before he proves a nation wrong. This is Moton Field, where shadows still carry the sounds of courage. Across back roads and forgotten towns, the past lives on. Not in textbooks, but in weathered plaques, quiet museums, and the stories we nearly lost. I'm Pelham Pugh, and this is American Shadows, uncovering the people, places, and relics that shaped our American history. Tuskegee's airfield looks quiet now, just red clay, grass, and aluminum bones. But in the early 1940s, these halls shook with urgency. Cadets marched through these doors with books in their hands and the weight of an entire country on their backs. To Washington, they were an experiment. To themselves, they were pilots waiting on a chance. America was fighting two wars at the same time, one across oceans and one right here at home. Segregation kept black men grounded long before the Nazis ever tried. Politicians, generals, even scientists argued that they didn't belong in the sky. Moton Field was built to test that idea, not to see if they could fly, but to prove they couldn't. And yet, every morning, they showed up. There's no exact record of the first moment a Tuskegee cadet lifted off this runway. It wasn't written down, wasn't photographed, wasn't celebrated. But the men who watched it remembered. A lone aircraft rising into the Alabama heat, carrying every insult, every slur, every limitation ever placed on them, and burning it off in the exhaust. When that plane left the ground, prejudice had to look up. From this quiet field came the 99th Pursuit Squadron, fighter pilots who mastered P-40s, P-47s, and the plane that sealed their place in history, the P-51 Mustang, marked with crimson tails. They escorted bombers across Europe, protected crews nobody else wanted, and they were so good at it that the bomber groups began asking for one thing: send us the Red Tails. By the end of the war, nobody dared call them an experiment. They were proof, living, flying proof, of what this place forged. Walk Moton Field today and you'll feel it. The invisible wings of men who rose higher than hate. The sky may forget the sound of their engines, but it never forgets their names. These are the Tuskegee Airmen. These are the men who carried this place into history. Thank you for spending a few moments in the shadows of history with me. If you'd like to help keep journeys like this alive, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves stories carved into the southern soil. You can find my novels at pelhampew.com, including a special Black Friday bundle available through the end of December. Until next time, keep your eyes on the past and your feet on the path ahead.
On January 1st, this channel becomes something new. It becomes a multi-show platform for the stories, the roads, and the history that shaped the South. For the last few years, this channel has been growing one story at a time. But beginning January 1st, everything comes together. One channel, multiple shows, each with its own voice. American Shadows returns with deeper dives into forgotten places, abandoned towns, hidden museums, and the stories that shaped the Gulf South. Wandering Rider comes back as a full journey series. The complete trip, uncut and uninterrupted. Iron Echoes is a new feature on old tractors, rusting machinery, rural life, and the heartbeat of the wiregrass. Debuting January 1st, Shadows and Storylines, a behind the writing podcast style series. This is where I take you inside the craft, inside the characters, inside the stories that became Bafitia's Tides, Last Castle in the Sky, and books to come. This platform will grow throughout 2026. New shows, new stories, and later in the year, a place for outside creators whose voices fit the Southern storytelling spirit. If you're here for the history, the back roads, the machine, and the stories that haunt the South, hit subscribe. A new era begins January the 1st. I'm Pelham Pete. Thanks for being a part of the journey. Let's wander into 2026 together.